Hello, welcome to All the Photos Today, and today I'm going to be going over why I chose Nikon over Canon or Sony mirrorless options. So when I bought my Nikon camera, which was a D7000, it was actually a couple years old, and I had many options on the market. That was when the Sony A7s were starting to get really popular and were able to compete with a DSLR, but I was still dedicated to picking out a DSLR, so my options were either Canon or Nikon, because Sony was is still not that great for what is it called, DSLRs. They're great for mirrorless, but not as good for DSLRs. So I have four main options, and so let's get into it. The first reason is going to be because my first camera was a Nikon. This was a used D50 I bought. It had a whopping 6.1 megapixels, and I just had a fondness, and I knew how to use it, but I actually knew how to use Canon cameras better because at school where I was learning most of my photography, I had a Canon T3 that I was using at school, so that wasn't really a big factor, but it was just something about my first camera was a Nikon, and I already had the kit lens with that, so I was able to buy a Nikon without a lens, which was kind of convenient since I already had a lens for it. My next reason is going to be because a better price. I was able to pick up a Nikon D7000 for $500 without the lens. I thought this was awesome because for $500 you could get a T3i kit, which is, for image quality, it does not compare at all. Yes, it has the flippy screen, but for pro features, I believe a Nikon D7000 has a number of professional features that you just aren't going to find in those Rebel cameras or any other camera from Nikon for $500. So I did have to get a couple models old, but it was brand new. And the year I bought this in was, I believe, 2015 or it was 2014. So the D7200 was just coming out, so it's already 2 models old, but I'm actually recording this video and it's a great camera, no problems with it. And the next one is image quality. I believe that Nikon sensors, they're using those Sony sensors, and they're just amazing. They're beautiful images for photo. I guess if you're looking at video, I don't think the sensor matters as much. I guess you're looking more at other features, then I guess you might want to go with Canon. Even though I think Nikon's, they're doing great video as long as you're doing manual focus. Their autofocusing sucks. It's terrible. Even this Nikon D7000, which was one of the first Nikons to have this autofocus, it's quite terrible because it kind of hunts, like, you know how those DSLRs. So if you're going to buy a camera for video, which I wasn't, I was doing more primarily for stills, not steals. So I went with Nikon because it can do great video, but it does even better better still images than Canon, in my opinion. And the last one is lenses. And a lot of people will say that Canon has better glass. I think for some of their lenses, they do have better glass. For instance, their 70-200 is way superior, and they have the 1.2 aperture lenses, which are pretty awesome. But when I was looking at all this, I wasn't going to be buying those 1.2 lenses. Those are thousands of dollars, and I am a student. I cannot afford thousands of dollars for a 50mm. The lenses I was looking at was the 50-1.8, the 85-1.8, and these lenses were pretty awesome because they were just as sharp as some of the other Canon lenses, but you might pay a little bit more than Canon beginner lenses, but these lenses were professionally sharp, so I could go putting them on a full frame body and it's going to be sharp. Also, they had a 35-1.8, which was for DX. I love my 35. I picked it up used for $100. It retails for $200, and that's awesome. For a 35-1.8 to get it for $200, brand new, it's an amazing deal in my opinion. Especially since it stops down to 1.8, and then on a crop body like the D7000, it has the equivalent of a 50mm look. So this is the reason why I went with Nikon. I think if I would have went to Canon, I'd still be getting great image quality. There's a lot of debate, and I guess if you're trying to decide for DSLR, you usually have to look at Nikon or Canon, and this is just the 4 reasons why I went with Nikon. So yeah, hopefully you guys like this video. Tell me what camera you chose and why you chose it. I'd love to hear about that, and let's get a little discussion going in the comments. Yeah, so thank you. Continue to like, comment, and subscribe to All the Photos Today. Thank you.